The stars had always been calm over the earth. For millions of years, humans looked up, dreaming, wondering, imagining life beyond their small blue world. But they were not yet ready for the universe to take notice. Most alien civilizations had ignored Earth, thinking it too weak, too primitive to matter. That was about to change. In the darkness of the Milky Way, alien scouts noticed something strange. A tiny dot, moving carefully between planets, seemed different. It was not a comet, not a natural object. It was something alive, something constructed with intelligence and power beyond what anyone had seen from this small planet. On the bridge of the alien command ship, the fleet commander stared at the screen. His many eyes narrowed. It cannot be, he whispered. Humans, leaving their planet? The aliens had always underestimated humans. Weak, fragile, slow to explore. The galaxy had laughed at Earth's efforts to build rockets and satellites. But now, in the cold void of space, something different approached. Something deadly. The object grew larger. It was massive, more enormous than any alien had imagined Earth could build. Smooth metal gleamed under distant starlight. It had weapons, engines, shields, all designed for war. It moved silently, but every motion spoke of purpose, precision, and planning. The humans had sent their warship. From Earth's control room, Commander Elena Voss watched the monitors. Her crew was tense but ready. "All systems online," she said. Her voice was calm, but her eyes burned with determination. "They think we are weak. Let's show them the truth." No one had seen humans in space like this. The aliens did not even have time to react. A fleet of human ships emerged behind the main warship, moving with perfect formation. Each ship was small but lethal, equipped with technology that adapted instantly to threats. The galaxy had never encountered anything like it. In alien communication channels, silence fell. The chatter stopped. The commanders of different fleets froze, unsure what to do. Their entire history had taught them that humans were weak, that they were safe to ignore. But this was a different story. They said humans could not leave their world, one alien officer muttered, voice shaking. They lied. The human warship glided into position. Its engines left a faint, silent trail of energy, like a glowing ghost in the void. Its presence was more than physical. It was a statement. The humans were here. And they were ready. For the first time, aliens felt fear. It was not the panic of battle. It was the slow, creeping fear of realizing you have misjudged someone, underestimated them, and now there is no turning back. On the surface of distant worlds, alien civilians paused. They watched the sensors, the reports, the images coming from the void. They could see the human warship, massive and shining, and they felt a chill. The stars themselves seemed to hold their breath. Back on the bridge, Elena Voss looked at her crew. They will watch. They will doubt. And then they will learn. Her words were quiet but carried weight. Humans had been underestimated for centuries. This was their moment to change that forever. Sensors on the alien ships flickered. The humans were not attacking yet. They were waiting, watching, calculating. The aliens did not understand. They had never seen patience used as a weapon. Then, a single human signal appeared across all galactic networks. A calm message, without threat, without anger. "This is Earth," the signal said. "We are awake. We are watching. Leave now, or learn the cost of underestimating us." The message was simple. The meaning was terrifying. Alien fleets debated. Some wanted to attack immediately. Strike before the humans grew stronger. Others hesitated. Some whispered that retreat was the only option. But the humans did not move in anger. They moved in certainty. They moved like a force that knew no equal. And then the first test came. A small alien scout ship, bold and fast, tried to approach the human warship. Within moments, it was stopped, not destroyed, but immobilized. Invisible energy fields held it in place. Its weapons failed. The humans had thought of everything, planned for everything. The alien commander's many eyes widened. It can think faster than our best machines, he said. His voice trembled. It is ready. For a moment, the galaxy was silent. Even the stars seemed to pause, as if the universe itself recognized the arrival of something new, something dangerous, something that could not be ignored. On Earth, Elena Voss leaned back slightly in her chair. She allowed herself a small smile. Humanity had waited long for this moment. The warship was not just a machine, it was a message. A promise. Humans had arrived in the galaxy, and the universe would never be the same again. In the darkness, the stars continued to watch, holding their silence. And somewhere deep in the void, alien civilizations whispered to one another in fear. The humans were here, and they were nothing like the galaxy expected. The silent arrival had begun. The galaxy had been watching Earth for centuries, ignoring it, laughing at it, assuming it would never matter. But now, the humans had announced themselves. The massive warship glided silently through space, and smaller vessels followed in perfect formation. Alien civilizations could no longer pretend Earth was insignificant. On the bridge of the alien flagship, alarms blared. Sensors were overloaded by the humans' presence. The commander barked orders, his many voices echoing through the ship. Prepare for combat. Deploy fighters. Fire at will. But nothing worked. The humans did not attack. They were waiting, watching, calculating. The alien commander's frustration grew. They move like predators, calm, patient, and deadly. The first message from Earth appeared across the galactic communication networks. It was not loud, not threatening, but every word carried weight. This is Earth. We are awake. We watch all of you. Stay away, or face the consequences. Alien ships paused. Some fleets whispered to each other in panic. Some laughed nervously. It is just words, they said. They cannot harm us. But the humans did not need to attack. Their presence alone was a weapon. Alien sensors picked up strange signals, energy fields that twisted around human ships. Even the fastest alien fighters could not get close without being disabled. Some were trapped in invisible cages, powerless against the humans' technology. On the human warship, Commander Elena Voss watched it all. Her calm eyes scanned the view screens. They think we will strike first, she said. Let them watch. Let them tremble in their uncertainty. The alien fleets debated fiercely. Many argued for retreat, but their pride and fear of losing face prevented immediate withdrawal. We must attack, shouted one admiral. Strike now before they grow stronger. Others shook their heads. We cannot, they said quietly. We do not understand them. Their weapons, their defenses, they are beyond anything we imagined. Humans were unpredictable. That was their greatest weapon. They adapted instantly, learned quickly, and used intelligence as effectively as their weapons. The alien fleets began to realize their centuries of superiority might mean nothing against these small, fragile beings. Then, the first battle began. A daring alien scout ship approached the human warship. It fired its weapons, a concentrated beam of energy designed to penetrate shields. But the humans had already predicted it. An invisible field intercepted the attack, dispersing it harmlessly into space. The scout ship struggled, engines failing, unable to move. It was not destroyed, yet, but the alien pilot felt true fear for the first time. Across the galaxy, other fleets watched, hearts pounding. The humans had not attacked, and yet they had already defeated one of the most advanced ships in the alien armada. Back on Earth's warship, Elena Voss issued her next order. Prepare the countermeasure, she said. We do not strike to kill. We strike to teach. A beam of energy silently extended from the warship. It was precise, controlled, and terrifyingly efficient. It disabled the alien ship completely, leaving it drifting, powerless and harmless. The aliens had underestimated humanity. Again. The alien commander's many eyes widened in horror. "It is not just the weapons," he muttered. "It is their strategy, their mind. They fight like no one else. They are unstoppable." Alien fleets panicked. Messages flew across the galaxy, warning governments and militaries. Humans were no longer a distant, weak planet. They were here, and they were proving that they could defend themselves against any threat. The humans did not celebrate. They remained calm, their warship silent, their small vessels moving with perfect coordination. Every movement was calculated, every action precise. They were teaching the galaxy a lesson: do not underestimate Earth. And then came the true shock. Another message from Earth appeared, even calmer than the first. "We do not seek war. But we will defend ourselves. The galaxy will learn to respect us. Choose wisely." Alien leaders trembled as they read it. They realized humans were not just physically powerful, they were smart, clever, and fearless. They could adapt to any situation, respond to any attack, and strike when least expected. The first contact had already become a shockwave through the galaxy. Humans had shown they were more than a small blue planet. They had shown that even in a universe filled with advanced civilizations, one species could change everything. On the bridge of the human warship, Elena Voss looked at her crew and nodded. They are learning. And soon, they will respect Earth, or regret ignoring it. The alien commander closed his eyes, trying to steady his mind. "We were wrong," he whispered. "All this time, we underestimated them. And now, the humans are awake." The galaxy held its breath. The humans had not attacked, yet their presence was enough to send civilizations into panic. Every fleet, every government, every alien species now knew one terrifying truth: Earth was no longer a backwater planet. Humans were awake. Humans were ready. And the warship, silent and gleaming under distant starlight, continued its slow, unstoppable approach, sending a message louder than any weapon could. The humans had arrived. The galaxy was in chaos. News of the Earth warship had spread like wildfire. Every fleet, every council, every alien civilization whispered the same thing: humans were not what they seemed. The small blue planet, long ignored and dismissed, had awakened, and now the stars themselves trembled. On distant command bridges, alien officers argued. "We must strike before they grow stronger," one shouted. "We cannot let humans gain the advantage." "But we have already seen their power," another replied, voice trembling. "They are clever, smarter than we imagined. One wrong move, and our fleets will fall." Panic spread faster than any fleet could move. Alien civilians, once secure in their world, now stared at screens showing the Earth warship, silent and gleaming. Fear grew, whispered from one planet to another. "The humans, they are unstoppable." Even among the most powerful civilizations, disagreements raged. Some factions wanted immediate war, to destroy the humans before they became a real threat. Others feared that attacking would only provoke Earth further. The humans had shown one truth: they were unpredictable. And unpredictability was dangerous. Meanwhile, the humans moved with quiet precision. Small patrols extended into the nearby star systems, scanning for alien ships, exploring for signs of danger. Every movement was careful, calculated, and purposeful. They were not reckless. They were hunters, observing their prey and preparing for the right moment to strike. On the Earth warship, Commander Elena Voss studied the galactic map. "They are panicking," she said calmly. "Their fleets are divided. Some want to fight, some want to flee. That is exactly what we expected." Her first officer nodded. "Do we strike now?" "No," Elena replied. "We wait. We let them make mistakes. They underestimate us, and that will be their downfall." Alien fleets tried to organize. They formed battle lines, gathered their strongest ships, and sent out signals for reinforcements. But the humans' presence had already thrown the galaxy into disarray. Supply lines were disrupted, alliances wavered, and leaders questioned their own strategies. One alien admiral, a veteran of countless wars, whispered to his staff, "We cannot predict them. They are beyond our experience. They do not follow the rules we know. They are not like any other species we have faced." Across the galaxy, spies and scouts returned with reports of humans' technology. Energy shields that seemed unbreakable, weapons that adapted instantly, and ships that could move in ways no alien design had ever imagined. Fear turned into panic. "If humans decide to attack, we will not survive," one fleet commander admitted quietly. Even within alien governments, debates turned bitter. Some argued for diplomacy, hoping to reason with the humans. Others claimed that any attempt at diplomacy would be seen as weakness. No one knew what Earth would do next, and that uncertainty was more dangerous than any weapon. The humans themselves remained calm. They sent no aggressive messages, fired no missiles, and made no threatening maneuvers. Yet their mere presence was a silent threat, a demonstration of power. Every alien ship that came too close experienced failures, communications disrupted, engines jammed, weapons disabled. Humans had prepared for every contingency. Commander Elena Voss walked across the bridge, her steps quiet but confident. "They think we will strike first. They think we will make mistakes. But we are humans. We survive, adapt, and conquer. We will not fight recklessly. We will fight smartly, and when the time comes, we will show them what Earth can do." Sensors picked up signals from a large alien fleet assembling near a distant star system. The humans monitored it carefully. They did not panic. They did not rush. Every crew member knew their role, every system was ready, and every strategy had been tested countless times. The galaxy, however, could not stop trembling. Rumors spread among alien populations. Humans had defeated entire fleets with minimal effort, they had disabled weapons without firing a shot, and they had made even the strongest species question their power. On one remote world, a council member whispered to his colleagues, "The humans, they are not just a threat. They are a force that could destroy civilizations. And they have not even begun to fight." Back on the human warship, Elena looked at the stars. She felt no fear, only determination. "We are small," she said, voice calm. "But we are clever. And cleverness wins where numbers fail. Let them panic. Let them falter. The galaxy is watching, and humanity is ready." And so, the humans waited. Patient, precise, and powerful beyond imagination. Alien civilizations scrambled to prepare defenses, to form alliances, to plan attacks, but all were slowed by their fear. The warship glided silently through space, an unstoppable shadow moving among the stars. The first real battle had not yet begun. But the galaxy already knew one truth: humans had arrived. The panic had begun. And the stars themselves seemed to whisper, "Beware the children of Earth. They fight not just with weapons, but with mind, courage, and will. They are coming, and nothing will be the same again." The galaxy held its breath. Alien fleets, once proud and confident, now gathered with trembling hands and racing minds. The humans had not attacked yet, but their presence alone had caused panic, confusion, and fear. Now, the moment had arrived. From the shadows of distant star systems, the largest alien fleet ever assembled moved forward. Thousands of ships stretched across space like a dark river, weapons charged, energy shields glowing. Their goal was clear: strike Earth's warship and destroy this unexpected threat before humanity grew even stronger. But humans were ready. On the bridge of the warship, Commander Elena Voss watched the alien fleet with calm intensity. "They have gathered their strength," she said quietly. "Good. Let them think they have the advantage. They are about to learn what humanity can do." Her first officer, Lieutenant Malik, frowned. "They outnumber us 100 to 1. Should we?" Elena shook her head. "Numbers mean nothing if the mind is sharp and the strategy is sound. Trust our plan. Trust humanity." The alien fleet advanced, confident that their overwhelming force would crush the humans. Their weapons glowed with energy ready to fire, and their engines hummed with power. But the humans moved differently. Small ships split from the main warship, disappearing into the void, their positions unpredictable, their movements coordinated yet deceptive. The first shots were fired. Alien lasers streaked toward the human warship, but missed, diverted by adaptive shields that bent light, energy, and gravity itself. Missile volleys approached, only to be intercepted and dismantled mid-flight by invisible fields. The aliens began to panic. Every attack failed. Every weapon misfired. In the center of it all, the human warship glided silently, almost graceful, like a predator observing a herd of frightened prey. The smaller human vessels struck from unexpected angles, disabling alien weapons, jamming communications, and creating confusion. It was not mindless destruction, it was precision, intelligence, and patience. An alien admiral screamed into his communicator. "What are they doing? How can they do this? They are unstoppable." They were learning the hard truth. Humans fought differently. They did not rely on raw firepower alone. They adapted, outsmarted, and struck where the enemy least expected. Even the most advanced alien strategies failed against them. Suddenly, the aliens activated a massive superweapon, a giant cannon capable of destroying planets. Its energy gathered, glowing brighter than the surrounding stars. Entire fleets trembled. If it fired, Earth could be in grave danger. Elena Voss smiled slightly. "They want to end this quickly. Let's teach them patience." She issued orders. Smaller human ships created diversions, drawing the superweapon's attention. Other units disabled key control systems with precise strikes. The superweapon faltered, misfiring harmlessly into space. The humans had anticipated every move, every threat, and countered it perfectly. The alien fleets began to retreat. Confusion and fear spread among their ranks. Ships collided in the chaos, energy beams striking each other, creating explosions in the darkness of space. The humans did not give chase. They remained calm, calculating, and ready. They were not reckless hunters, they were precise predators. For the first time, alien soldiers whispered among themselves. They are not just fighting. They are teaching us a lesson. Earth is not to be ignored. The human warship fired a single, controlled beam toward the largest alien vessel, not to destroy, but to disable. The energy hit its mark, sending the massive ship spinning helplessly. Alien fleets recoiled, unsure how to respond. Every move they made seemed anticipated, countered, or avoided. Elena watched it all silently. "The galaxy believes strength is numbers," she said. "They do not understand that intelligence, strategy, and willpower can defeat the largest armies. They will learn." Alien leaders began sending messages of surrender, fear etched into their voices. We underestimated them. We cannot win. Withdraw." And so, the Battle of Silence ended. Not with a roar of explosions or a tide of blood, but with the quiet knowledge that humanity had triumphed. The largest alien fleet had been humbled, not destroyed, but shown the futility of underestimating Earth. In the aftermath, the stars seemed to shimmer with unease. Rumors spread across the galaxy. Humans had arrived, and they were not to be trifled with. Their calm, calculated and intelligent fighting style had created panic, fear, and awe in the same moment. Elena Voss looked at her crew. They will regroup. They always do. But now they know the truth. Humanity is awake. Humanity is ready. And the galaxy will remember this day. Even as the humans sailed silently through the void, the distant stars whispered their fear. The humans are not like any species we have faced. They are clever, relentless, and unstoppable. And this is only the beginning. The Battle of Silence had ended. But the war for the galaxy, the war to prove humanity's strength and will, had only just begun. The void was quiet after the Battle of Silence. Alien fleets had retreated, some damaged, others shaken to their core. Across the galaxy, civilizations whispered the same thing. Humans were awake, humans were dangerous, and humans could not be ignored. On the bridge of the Earth warship, Commander Elena Voss stood tall, looking at the stars. The calm glow of distant suns reflected off the ship's hull. Her crew moved efficiently, checking systems, repairing minor damages, and preparing for what came next. There was no celebration. Humanity did not need fireworks to prove its strength. Their actions were proof enough. Lieutenant Malik approached her. "Commander, the fleets are retreating, but there are still thousands more out there. They may regroup. They may come back stronger." Elena nodded slowly. "Let them come. Every time they return, they will find us ready. Every time, we will grow stronger. That is what makes humanity unstoppable." Alien communication channels were filled with confusion. Commands from homeworlds struggled to reach the scattered fleets. Some leaders argued over the next move. Some called for peace, terrified of further encounters. Others planned revenge, unwilling to accept that humans had proven superior. But humans did not wait. They used the opportunity to strengthen their position. Smaller Earthships explored nearby star systems, establishing forward bases, repairing and refueling, always ready, always vigilant. Every maneuver sent a clear message: Earth was no longer defenseless. Earth was a power to be respected. On one distant planet, alien soldiers whispered about the humans. "They fight differently," one said. "They are not reckless. They think, they plan, they adapt. They are not like anything we have ever faced." Back on the warship, Elena watched a blinking light on the navigation console, a distant fleet attempting to regroup. She leaned forward. "Prepare a message," she said. Her tone was calm but firm. "They need to understand. Earth is awake, and this is only the beginning." The message sent across the galaxy was simple, but powerful. "We do not seek war, but we will defend ourselves. The galaxy must respect Earth. Those who underestimate us will learn the cost. Humanity is awake. Humanity is ready." Alien fleets read the message and froze. It was not a threat in anger, but a promise in certainty. Humans did not need to boast. Their deeds had spoken louder than words. Every fleet, every civilization, now knew that Earth was no longer a small, fragile planet. It was a force of cunning, courage, and determination. Even among the remaining alien leaders, fear and respect began to mix. Some realized that attacking humans recklessly would be suicide. Others whispered that alliances would need to be rethought, strategies rewritten, and histories reconsidered. Humanity had changed the rules of the galaxy. On the Earth warship, Elena smiled faintly. "They will remember this day," she said. "The day humans showed that intelligence, courage, and willpower can conquer even the largest armies. They will fear us. And in time, they will respect us." The stars seemed to shimmer with silent acknowledgement. The galaxy had witnessed something extraordinary. One small planet, long ignored, had risen to claim its place among the stars. The humans were not just survivors, they were masters of strategy, masters of courage, and masters of their destiny. Yet, even in victory, Elena knew the journey had just begun. Other civilizations would watch, study, and perhaps challenge humanity. But she was ready. Humanity would adapt, overcome, and prevail. The galaxy would not forget the day Earth stood tall. The crew moved efficiently, aware of the weight of history. Every soldier, engineer, and pilot understood that they had changed the galaxy forever. And though the battle was won, the war for respect, for survival, and for humanity's place among the stars had only begun. Elena looked out of the bridge viewport at the distant stars. The void stretched endlessly, full of mysteries, dangers, and opportunities. She whispered to herself, a promise to the universe: "We are humans. We survive. We fight. We rise. And the galaxy will remember our name." The Earth warship drifted silently through the void, its engines leaving faint trails of light in the darkness. Behind it, alien fleets retreated in fear and awe. Ahead, the stars awaited humanity's next move. The galaxy had been shaken, its balance tested, and humanity had emerged as a force unlike any before. The dawn of humanity among the stars had come, and the universe would never be the same again.